What's happening, YouTube? This your boy Black Phantom Beast in another nigga city and another nigga state doing another motherfucking YouTube video. And who gonna tell me no? You feel me? I need you to sock it to my pocket like a stock market because I smell it the cash. Yeah. But anyway, this your boy Black in the flesh. You dig? Don't worry about my face. I know it's looking kind of rough and shit, nappy on the side. You feel me? But it matched the dreads. You dig? Anyway, my guy. Today we doing the 15 most scariest videos they warned us not to watch, but this is gonna be the smoke-a-thon, you feel me? Every video that we do is gonna be a session. That's to show you that the sessions be real though. You feel me? No cap, no rap. Who I got with me? My niggas.
I'm supposed to say something.
Your
I
name.
need to have a better intro than that.
My nigga, what? My nigga, you feel me? You did. I'm just being me. I'm just keeping it real. Hey, but you feel me? You feel me though?
I liked it back when we used to do the old YouTube videos, and you guys would just introduce me.
Yeah, we can start
around
doing
this
that.
bitch. We feel me?
But anyway, we're about to jump straight into this shit though. Where a lighter at though? Who got a lighter?
I got a ruler.
I got a lighter.
I mean,
Lighter's up there. I seen that nigga, that lighter, smoke a lighter, that motherfucker almost got your hand.
Man, that's because,
that motherfucker just in time.
It was running out of fluid though. You feel me? We're about to start this video though.
Top 15, let's get it.
Ghost child. What is it about seeing a ghost where you least expect it that sends the most unnerving chills down your spine? Posted by Leo Alcala 213 to the Chills Narrators subreddit. A group of boys are outside at night when they spot this small figure far away, cast in shadows. At first, they see him standing in front of a lit building. Later, the figure is captured in front of another building. From afar, the shadow looks like a youth standing still. The cameraman says it looks like a figurine, although it doesn't appear to be moving. In a later clip, the figure is gone, although some in the comments say the whole thing looks staged. Redditor Jimincini writes, "Staged or not, it's creepy AF. Extra Serenity adds, you should go back and see if it's still there. Don't think I would heed this advice." Number 14. Office pranks are usually harmless, but when the mastermind behind them is a poltergeist, who knows what the end game is? Published to YouTube by Indo Crop Circles in July of 2017. This clip of some unusual happenings in a Malaysian office was caught on CCTV. The footage shows a man working in your everyday office alone at night. He sits down at his desk and is involved in his task.
The fuck is that under that?
His task at hand when off to the right, a chair spins. He sees the movement out of the corner of it. His eye and looks over. As he's gazing at the chair, another to his left pushes back from the neighboring desk, as if a phantom worker is sitting in it.
Oh, the got him broke, nigga.
Occupied the first chair. The worker doesn't notice the second one, but he does notice when paperwork flies from the countertop out of nowhere. That's when he... And he spins back from his seat, looking under his desk for any signs of what may be causing this mayhem around him. He stands up and picks up his phone, presumably to call for help. Although burning the midnight oil may send you up that corporate ladder, is it really worth risking an encounter with the paranormal? Number 13. Teleporting child. On occasion, Twitter sometimes serves up footage that is, in fact, newsworthy. This Twitter account tweeted, WTF, does anyone else see the child teleport? The short clip taken from BBC News footage shows an interview of a woman on the street about an unrelated topic. In the background, however, something strange appears, seemingly out of thin air. A child holding someone's hand teleports into the corner of the screen. The interview appears not to be otherwise edited. Some in the comments, however, suggest these are two clips spliced together. Camera snaps response. It's an edit chopped on at the end to make her look like she's happy. Some call the editing sinister, while others insist it's not editing, but rather a glitch in the matrix. Which do you think it is?
I don't know.
All I know is that
I
it's
think they would
definitely
teleport.
freaky.
Yeah, but I don't think that was
Number
better
I don't think they
than
would be
Edinburgh
dumb enough to teleport in
Ghost.
front of you,
To
but-
kick off this entry, we enter the medieval old town of Edinburgh. The storied history of Scotland's capital lends itself to some truly legendary hauntings. This video illustrates that no matter where
Oh,
you
that look
turn
like the
in
bitch from The
Edinburgh,
Grudge.
you may find yourself face to
She was
face
across
with
the
the
lake, across the lip.
paranormal.
She right here, look like the bitch from The Grudge, dog.
Subreddit by Rocket League RL. Something frightening is caught on film in this normal everyday
That don't look like the
Edinburgh
bitch. Boy,
park.
fuck all that,
Even
bro.
J.K. Rowling
She
found
ain't fucking with that.
inspiration in
That's the bitch from The
Edinburgh,
Ring,
citing
bro.
the very
Man,
real
fuck all that, bro. I'm
Hey,
out of
yeah,
there, my
yeah,
nigga.
yeah,
You
yeah,
You will find
niggas
some
cap,
of her
bro.
character names taken straight from the
Nah, that
cemetery's
looks like an
very
old
own
man now.
tombstones.
When you zoom in, it's
Needless
like
to
George
say,
Washington or
Edinburgh is
something.
the perfect scene for paranormal sightings, as this video goes to
cool.
show on
Oh,
the banks
fuck, at
of
the
a
park
lake,
chilling.
across
There's
the
a
jungle
bottle.
gym
Nah,
bars
fuck
of a
all that. They don't look
playground.
like nobody
A
at the
phantom
park
woman
chilling,
appears
dog.
to stand still.
If I gave you $25,000 today, what would you do? Pay 2 years off your mortgage, escape the rat race for a while, buy a new car? If you give me just 90 seconds.
As day turns to dusk, apart from the ghastly image of this figure stood unmoving there, strange incoherent sounds are heard throughout the clip.
Let's hear the sounds.
Is this a case of Edinburgh's terrifying history come to life, or are our eyes deceiving us? Number 11, Graveyard Live Stream. While streaming live at a New Orleans graveyard at night on February 8th, 2020, Franco TV encounters not the undead, but the living. In the beginning, he describes his first encounter with a man in the graveyard, explaining that he'd been warned that thieves in New Orleans like to come after people who explore the city's graveyards at night. He said he'd encountered this man twice already in this episode, explaining that the man was on foot, had a book bag, and approached him, passed him, and then circled around while he was outside of his car walking through the mausoleum. He feels a bit shaky from this encounter and says he doesn't know if he's going to exit his vehicle again, but he follows his audience's risky advice and does anyway. As Franco is out, walking around the creepy stone grave solo, he starts to feel unsafe again, and after a time returns to his car. He is examining an above-ground crypt from his vehicle when he hears some footsteps. He continues to drive around the cemetery, saying he heard something from behind his car that sounded like a knocking. He says he can't get out of his car again because he thinks someone else is there.
Like it looked like
In
the nigga
fact, there he is. After turning
That's just a black
around,
man.
Franco zooms in on a man walking toward him down the cemetery road. What is this man doing in a graveyard at night? Is he too live streaming for YouTube? It certainly doesn't look like it. Franco doesn't know what to do but continues to drive, passing the guy seemingly without issue. He speeds up, getting out of the graveyard as quickly as possible. As he tries to find the exit, he says the man was literally chasing after his car. He says he felt the man hit the back of it, and as he flees, explains that he must get out of there and find a safe place. He then warns viewers not to enter a New Orleans graveyard at night, as if we needed any warning after watching this. Number 10, Early Morning Drive. ABC Perth reported this scary story on May 13th, revealing the terrifying dashcam footage from a mother of four who led police in a chase through the suburbs of Perth, driving at speeds that ranged from 46 miles per hour to 87 miles per hour. The suspect went through stop signs and red lights and deliberately drove on the wrong side of the road to avoid authorities during the 40-minute chase. The judge who presided over the case viewed dashcam footage from a police vehicle involved in the chase, as well as from a civilian driver, towards which the suspect had been driving, calling her driving frightening. The victim's family said they were satisfied with the verdict and hold no bitterness or animosity towards the suspect, adding that she had written them an apology letter and has accepted responsibility for her actions. Number
That's something
9,
not to
caught
watch.
on security camera.
That was
Think your
scary.
possessions are safe right outside your home? This series of videos will have you second guessing that. The uploader explains that the first video occurred on a Saturday night in June of 2019. It shows 2 women on the balcony of a house, innocently looking through a shoe cubby. After checking out a couple pairs, they suddenly race from the balcony. Apparently, this isn't their home, and they aren't supposed to be there. These same brazen ladies return in the second video. It appears they felt the need to trespass further. One of the women returns to the balcony, strolling across it at ease. That is, until she notices the security camera posted up in the corner. She laughs and covers her face, quickly leaving the balcony. It's not clear if these intruders made off with anything from the apartment, but Kazium asks viewers to spread the word.
Oh my
If not
God, bro,
thieves,
what the
it's still
fuck?
creepy to imagine strangers
get
lurking
that?
right
Did
outside
you love
your
the
front
tape?
door at
Like, bitch, you need
night.
some shoes? Get them.
Number 8. A ghost town in the middle of nowhere under a red moon. What could go wrong? Published to YouTube by T-Phil in October of 2019, the T-Phil crew tests the waters overnight at an abandoned ghost town, which they say includes more than 200 acres, 40 buildings, and even 2 miles of underground tunnels. The crew says this mining ghost town has major Hills Have Eyes vibes, and it sure looks like it. As they start to enter buildings, one that they think is occupied has its lights on, but no one is home. The calendar hanging on the wall is from 2007. They climb broken wooden scaffolding to enter more buildings that have cages inside. After exploring a bit more, they're confronted by a man named Jasper, who asks them why they're filming on his property. In the end, the man softens, telling them to be careful and lets them go on their way, telling them not to damage or take anything. They extend their conversation with Jasper, asking him if there's any paranormal activity up in the area. He says he hasn't experienced any. The crew is still a little shaken from the encounter, but they return to the mines to do their thing. The tunnels inside the mine are nightmarish, even more so when they start hearing something walking above them. But they continue, finding a bat in the caves along the way. When they exit the mines again, they split up as they continue to explore and come back together. They hear some screaming that they consider might be a coyote, but then decide sounds human. Worse, loads of voices are then heard, lots of banging of metal, and someone saying you shouldn't be here. According to the crew, after calling the police and reporting the incident, they found out that the people who own the property have a history of scaring the pants off of trespassers like this. I suppose that's one way to get your kicks as the sole residents of an isolated ghost town. Number 7. School poltergeist. Published to YouTube by Proving Demons in May of 2020, the channel writes, "We returned to the most haunted poltergeist school and captured insane paranormal activity on camera, from ghosts manifesting to things moving on their own, as well as a strange incident of a supernatural nature. This haunted school in the United Kingdom is apparently known for its poltergeist activity. As with most abandoned and reputably haunted places, the school is in shambles, wrecked and damaged by trespassers, age, and maybe even the spirits that haunt the place. Once inside the school, the group of investigators hears a humming that they say sounds like a generator, which is strange since the power is shut off in the school. Through the video, strange noises are heard. Knockings, a woman's wails, a sound like a shower is running. One of the spookiest sounds, though, which the crew seems to hear recurrently, is that of a young girl crying. At one point on the wall, they spot a message that reads, Dan PB. Could that message be directed at Dan from the Proving Demons crew? As they're examining the message, a noise is heard. Something from the ceiling fell out on its own, causing a lot of them to jump in fear.
That's when I be hating this shit.
Dude, where did that come from?
In the basement, they tune into the
Jesus,
spirit
exactly.
box. When asking if anyone is
Man, for
here,
real.
the spirit box answers, "I'm here, mate."
That's bullshit.
When asking where the spirit is, a voice says, "Gymnasium." What happened in the gymnasium of this school? Whatever did, it's not leaving. Number 6,
You should
the
have
bridge of the train line. Translated from Portuguese, the video's title, "The Bride of the Train Line," gives us some inclination of what fears to expect.
To Bride of the
Published to
Train
YouTube by
Line.
Ravana in July of
Yeah,
2017, a group of adventure
Yeah,
seekers are
people do
wandering
get
down
killed
a
on the
train track
tracks
at
right now, and
night.
niggas just don't hear
For a
about
long
it.
while, they walk without encountering anything unusual.
Decapitate
In the
their ass and
darkness,
shit,
there's
man.
no one for miles around. City lights twinkle in the distance, but the group appears to be far from town. As they walk and chat carelessly along the train tracks, the camera pans to the side for a moment, where it captures this figure in white.
Lost my book.
The fuck?
As the men turn
Yeah,
to
what
back
the
to
fuck?
where they came,
Okay.
the bride figure 2
Oh,
shit.
from
What
the
the fuck was
tracks,
that?
presumably back to her
You guys
haunted
don't know that's
wedding.
screaming, just
Does
like
this
Hell yeah,
deteriorate
I'm
Hell
a
no,
bug.
he had the gun, so I
Hey,
wouldn't
we
be
ain't
in
gonna
no
bust
gun.
it.
Then you
Hey, who the
might
fuck
be
is you?
inclined to
Who the
capture
fuck is you?
There's too many of us out here burning. Hey, you know, loco, brother. There's too many of us out here burning, brother. Niggas is not finna play.
Hey,
brother.
hey, cuz, that nigga
to
Jermaine
your
the
nightmares,
trash,
it would
cuz.
probably
I ain't running, nigga.
I ain't
Fuck
running,
that.
nigga. I'm
burning,
burning.
nigga. Fire 2, 3 of them bitches off, nigga. Hey, y'all better stop playing.
Kid, I'm looking at you fucking with my
Posted
dread
to
right here.
TikTok
I'm
by
like, what the
Hannah
fuck is going
Hallett.
on?
She writes simply, help. You'd be seeking help too if this Yankee Doodle was blaring outside your window in the darkness of night. Hannah captures what looks like an ice cream truck making a U-turn on her road in the darkness. Well, that's a little odd
Hey.
considering the time of day, but not overly scary. The fact that the truck's haunting
I don't
children's
got, like, nothing
music is blaring from its speakers, even as darkness envelopes the night,
Well,
is
that's like the
absolutely
Freddy Krueger shit.
terrifying. Who is this ice cream man trying to attract? Imagine
God,
this
no,
nightmare
yeah, no.
fuel
You just
filtering
going
into
around
your
in circles
subconscious
like
as
that?
Yeah, I
you
would've came
fall
out
off
and
the
said
Oh,
something
it
side.
came
to
out
him.
completely.
Pretty sure
Fuck
nightmares
you.
would be a
I would
guarantee.
have came out and said something to him.
Number
Who
4.
was it? Who?
And I was supposed to be the ice
Shower
cream
demon.
man doing that
Ready
shit.
to
Behind
activate
that
your
Freddy
night
music.
terrors? Posted by Acid Gather
He
to
just
the
looked
Chills
crazy.
Narrator subreddit.
Oh,
The
God.
Redditor writes, "Think this is fake, but still scared the living blank out of me at the end." Originally published to YouTube by Leadbelly in June of 2011, the uploader claims that something's watching him. In the video, the man says that this is the 3rd night this week that he's heard something. Then you hear it too. An irritating groaning is coming back from the bathroom. Redditor Philco79 writes in the comments that it sounds like a tauntaun, which is a non-sentient lizard from Star Wars. The man follows the sound there and finds that the bathroom is empty, or so he thought. He turns the corner to capture this.
Oh,
They played too fucking much,
Hey,
dog.
that shit really scared me low-key,
Nigga
but
thought
not
it
really.
was nigga thought it was one of their partners or something,
Somebody said,
dog. I was
That
like,
nigga came in,
I was like, God, that's some bullshit.
They funny as hell.
The demon face does indeed appear blunt or like a frozen plastic mask, but somehow uncannily real at the same time. In the comment thread, Acid Gatter says he came across this video when he was researching shower demons because he senses a presence every time he closes his eyes in the shower when the curtain is
Bro, why
closed.
they like
Redditor,
so much,
after
bro?
seeing this
Oh,
video,
shit.
nothing freaked out about a
You
potential
making a
shower
video
demon
like that looking ass,
too.
nigga.
Number
Oh, God.
I would
3,
have blew on
Get
that
Out.
nigga, bro.
When demons speak, you listen.
Very funny
Posted
as
to the
hell,
Chills
dude.
Narrator subreddit by Regal.
Fuck
The
that
Redditor
boy.
explains that he and some friends listened back to the voice recording of an EVP when they heard this demon or spirit, which sounds like it's speaking directly into the recorder. In the
Say that's a
recording,
demon.
you
What
can
if
hear
it's
the
just a
group
spirit
asking
or
the
something,
spirit if
too?
he can let them know he
Nobody
is
ever said
present.
spirit talking.
Just let me know you are here. It's a roach party over here.
After asking this question a couple times, a clear voice is heard, and he wants one thing from the living. He wants them to get out. In the Reddit thread, Regal explains that a neighbor from his
Demon,
apartment
he really
complex
said,
in
"Get
Reno,
out."
Nevada, told him that
But
he'd
they
seen a
look
tall
back.
shadow man in the mirror, leering
But they didn't
behind
make noise.
him. Then
But
they
they didn't
experienced
talk.
some poltergeist activity
Demons.
as a protein
Like they
container
speak
threw itself
English.
across the room
They
at
say, "Get
them
out."
when they entered the neighbor's house.
But they got a-
He
they
suspected
got
the
a-
demon also possessed his neighbor,
board.
as the man kept blacking out, only to awake standing in the corner of the room. The neighbor also suffered from unexplained scratches on occasion. Redditor jazzed out writes, "That sounds like a malevolent spirit to me, and not a demon. And to add to this, demons are easier to identify when and if they speak, because they will be speaking in a language called Aramaic, which is more difficult to understand.
Aramaic.
Demon or malevolent spirit, to be honest, don't know which is worse." Number 2, Woody comes to life. In Toy Story, the toys come to life in a charming manner when the kids are away, but when it happens in this video, it's more chilling than charming. Originally posted to TikTok by Oscar Ferlin, the video shows a Woody doll standing upright on the kitchen counter with one hand on a can. Noticing that a human person has entered, the doll glances over at him before dropping his
You know,
hands,
it's so crazy. When I
going
was a
stiff
kid,
like
I
a
used to think
board,
that
and
shit,
falling
though,
over
bro.
backwards into the
Before they
kitchen
even made
sink.
Toy Story.
Although it truly does look
So you used to
eerily
believe that?
real, some claim it's
I
an
used to think that, like, what the
animation,
fuck
while
Toy Story
Redditor
nigga
Anna
wanted to
Cabanas
go?
says the dolls are designed to
Let me see
fall
Toy
over in
Story.
this manner when hearing the phrase,
Hell no.
"Someone's coming." Regardless of whether it's an animation or the toy's design,
No, bro.
I think
They're
we can all
supposed to
agree with
relax.
Mythical
They're supposed to
Gamer
react like
9
us
who
when it says
writes,
something's
Hell
coming.
no.
it looks a bit too real,
We gotta buy a
still
$40
very
test
creepy,
Yeah, we gotta test that
definitely
shit.
not a toy on my wish list.
That's
I've
on
I've got a
TikTok,
challenge
Katie.
for
Look it up on
you.
TikTok.
Since you've made it
That's
this
TikTok?
far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because we upload a new scary video every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram.
You heard what he said. If y'all like this video, go ahead and smash, give it a thumbs up. You feel me? No cap though. This your boy Black Phantom Beast, and I'm out this bitch. Thank y'all, man. If y'all like it, make sure y'all go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, man. Make sure y'all leave shit in the description. You feel me?
Share too.
And we out this bitch. Make sure y'all share it though. You feel me? Deuces, wild. We out.